Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Minecraft. Today we're going to be working on a few things. I made a book and quill so that I can kind of prioritize what I want to work on today. Today I want to finish my storage room. I've done a little bit of work on it, but I want to finish it. I also want to work on an enchanting station somewhere underground down here. And then I also want to work on a dock, and a wheat field. I think those would all be really good things. The wheat field is mainly just because I'm using a lot of mud and packed mud and stuff like that, and so I feel like I need a farm to be able to keep up with the amount of it that I am using. So, first things first, I've done a little bit of work down here. I've started to lay out what I want my storage to look like. I have not too much going on. Let's put a little bit of light there. I have not too much going on, but I've dug out the area. I've added some of the flooring, and I've kind of gotten an idea of what I want to do. I'm thinking on this side, I want to use these fences so you can still kind of see through them, but it's still a wall. And then I think I'll probably leave mostly natural walling on this side where, because it's supposed to look like a mine. So I think it's okay to leave mostly natural mine, and I'll probably fix up some of the stuff like this. This is probably back here is where my chests will go along the wall in these little cubbies. This middle section might end up being where I put some extra tool stations or some single storage barrels, or maybe even something decorative, I'm not sure. I still need to figure out what I want to do for a ceiling. That I'm not sure on quite yet, but I think it's going to go right above this. I'm not quite sure though. A part of me is thinking maybe doing deep slate since the roof up here is deep slate. So that might look like a nice continuation since the floor is also the same up there as it is down here. I might want to move this up one then in that case, just so that it kind of inlays a little better. I'm not quite sure yet. Something I'm going to have to play with. But for now, this is what I've got. And I'm currently out of these spruce logs, so I'm working on farming those up outside. Oh, it's nighttime. Let me do a quick sleep. So I've got kind of a messy area that I'm doing for my trees. I have them up off the ground, so I don't have as much podzol to clean up when I'm done. And I've got them started growing. I have a ton of mobs now because I let it get to nighttime. Sir? I will take that arrow and hopefully not keep the creeper. Don't want the creeper. Yeah, he didn't follow. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to work on getting some of these logs and some more supplies for the storage unit. I want to get that done first before I start doing anything else because I feel like that will be really useful for just getting everything organized, and then I can start doing all of my other projects beyond that a lot easier once I have my storage sorted. So let me get to it. So I've cut down that tree and I'm making some progress down here. I'm going to place some chests so I know what I'm doing. And I need to fill in this wall. I was getting this kind of sorted out so that it all is the same, just so I can kind of see what it's looking like. I've added the deep slate to the top, which I think is good, and I raised the log beams up just by one so that the roof is more flush with the top. I'm going to probably change this area here, and I'm kind of thinking it might end up being this packed mud as well, just down for a little ways for this wall. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think it might be. I think it would make sense that it looks more man-made in certain areas, so I'm thinking I might do that. I might continue maybe this on this side so that looks a little bit more functional as well. But this is basically what I'm going for with this storage. I have a lot more trees I'm going to need to grow for chests and stuff like that so I can actually fill the place in. I'm thinking I'm going to kind of continue this theme up to probably here. And this right here, I'm thinking will end up being the arch that I'm going to have for entering. So over here, it'll probably have the fencing in it. And then over here, I'm going to do some kind of an entrance slash archway, I think. That way I can come down the stairs and go into my storage room here or continue down the mines here. So that's kind of the plan for now. I have a lot to do though. I need to exchange all the dirt and the granite and the cobble and the coal and stuff out for regular stone, which I'm currently smelting. And then I need to get the roof on and the chests in. So once it looks like something, I will show you guys what I have. I might even do some organizing before I bring you guys back, just because that's kind of boring to watch all that organizing, but I think it would be good to just kind of have this set up for the future. Oh, jeez. Sir. You and me a heckin' scare, dude. I've made some significant progress in here. I'm just kind of filling up some of the areas that don't look like stone and are kind of the mismatched gravel. But so far it's looking pretty good. I'm out of deep slate, so I'm going to have to go mine some, and then I'm going to need to do a bit of chopping to get plenty of wood for the chests and barrels and things that are going to go in here. But it's looking pretty good, I think. Oh, I'm one short. That's annoying. I have made an archway for my way in, and I've added all of these fences to kind of barricade the outside off. I have added a little bit more detail to the stairwell here so that it's a little less boring when you go down. And I've started a little bit on this side. I'm thinking on this side over here, I might add my enchanting station, at least temporarily. This is still technically my starter base, so I want to treat it like a starter base, and usually you have an enchanting setup at your starter base. So I'll probably be putting that on this side so that I have easy access to it with, storage on one side and the enchanting station on the other. I think that would be a really smart idea. But like I said, I need to get some more supplies in order to finish that off. And then I'll be able to make some more progress on that. I also don't really want this episode to be entirely building, even though that is mostly what my plans are. I would like to do some other things in this episode, but I'm not quite sure what they are yet, and I would like to make some progress on some of the tasks that I have in my book first before I go running around. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on getting the wood and the deep slate to try to mostly finish this room off. I also need some iron for things like lanterns, because I only have just a tiny bit left, and as you can see, my tools are already kind of damaged, so it's not going super well on iron. I've used all of it, and I don't have any additional iron in my chest either. So at some point I'm going to need to go actual mining to try to get that. I know down here last time I did hear mobs, so hopefully I'll be able to find a cave down here while I'm working to be able to get some more iron. Looks like we might be right above a cave. I'm seeing a lot of dripstone where I'm mining, and I've at least found a little bit of iron. Let's see if it's a decent amount. That would be very helpful. I don't want to dig straight down into the cave, but I might have to, because I am kind of running out of resources. So that might end up being something that I do. I'm going to patch this up so nothing's spawning in there. I'm going to add another torch so it's a little brighter. I have a feeling this is going to open up at some point. I can't tell if I'm hearing lava or not. Definitely hearing... Oh, I was hearing lava. I don't think... No, I do have my bucket of water. I was going to say I don't think I have that on me, but I do. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. I've made it down to the bottom here. Gotta be careful not to fall in the lava. I see some diamonds. Those would be our first diamonds. I see some more iron. Might have to try to get that safely somehow. There's also some more over here. grab all this stuff that fell down. So there's more caves over here. I do see some mobs, so I'll need to be careful. But lots of dripstone, it looks like. Even more diamonds right there, and some gold. That's pretty good. I want to leave at least some of this lava in this area because it'll help keep mobs away. But I might be able to add a little bit more light around so that I have less stuff to fight. I think that would be smart. I should probably stop using the deep slate because that's actually what I'm here for, but you know, just adding some torches. Oh. Just adding some torches around so I can have a little bit of a safety zone. It's usually what I do when I find caves, is I usually just run around and plop some stuff down. Get kind of a layout and then make it a little bit safer to explore and gather resources from. No resources down this tendril as far as I saw, which kind of sucks. It's funny to me that I just came down here for a deep slate and now here I am caving. That's definitely not uncommon for me. I hear him. Oh, a mine shaft. Ooh. I will have to come back to this, I think. I think that might be where we end up exploring once I'm done with the storage room. That sounds like a lot of fun. I think for now I'll stick to this cave right here and try to get a few more resources from it before I head home. There, I feel like it's decently lit up in here. I won't be able to get the stuff that's by the lava immediately, but that's okay. So I'm going to see what kind of resources we got. So far I only have 9 iron and no other real goodies, so I'd like to get something else going on. I might grab this gold over here. Certainly won't hurt to have the gold. Oh, there you are. I see. Wondering where he was at. Found a cave spider spawner. I don't know how useful that will be, but pretty good. Wow, an enchanted golden apple, some extra gunpowder, some extra iron, a little bit of coal. I'm gonna just toss that. I'm gonna leave the discs here. Another saddle, some bones. That's pretty good. Melon seeds. I think I have melon seeds, so I'm gonna chuck those. Oh, I'll just leave them here for now, I guess. I'll leave the discs. I'll keep the iron, and I'll take the gunpowder. So that's not too bad. Wasn't really looking for a spawner, but I will take it. There's another creeper there. Wow. I thought for sure he was going to explode. I think I need to head out of here for now and come back with more torches and finish working on that storage area that I got distracted from. Oops. Okay, so I'm back into our mine, and here's some of the riches that we got. We're up to 25 iron. I think I had a few pieces before we went down there, but not much. We got 14 gold, 46 redstone, 14 lapis, and 9 diamonds. That's pretty good. The other notable things that we got are the enchanted golden apple, as well as the saddle. 21 bones is also really good, and the string is really good because that might mean I can make a bow now, I think. So I'm going to head back up. I'm going to get my inventory sorted out. I'm going to finish up the storage room because I believe I have mostly everything to be able to do that now. And then I will come back and we'll try to figure out what we're doing next. Storage room is mostly complete. For now, I'd say it's complete, but eventually I might add things or change things. It's mostly just a bunch of storage, nothing super impressive. but maybe later I will add more decorations as I find more decorative blocks. I've added these mangrove trapdoors just for a little bit of interest in here because it was looking very samey and I wanted to add just a little pop of color. Same with these little carpets. They're really cute, so I wanted to add those. I've added a little bit more detail, not done here, but I've added a little bit more detail over here in the entrance that leads up. And I think that's pretty much the storage room done. I think next I might go on a little bit of an explore because currently all I've been doing is building, and so I need to get a little bit of the exploring jitters out, I think. So let me get myself prepared and we'll go exploring. Here we go. My inventory is now ready for the adventure. I've got all my bundles. I am also bringing a saddle and a lead in case I find a horse that I want. I'm bringing shears in case I find things that I want to pick up that way. Bringing some extra food just in case I go through it. And I'm bringing a diamond pick in case I find obsidian so I can grab that for another portal and an enchanting station. I think I'm going to head that way again and go past the mangrove swamp. And while I'm at the mangrove swamp, I want to collect some more dirt because I'm completely out and I still need some for later builds. So I think that'll be the plan. And then beyond the mangrove swamp, we'll see if we can find anything new and interesting. Got some mud. I'm going to leave this one here for later. I got 3 stacks. I don't really need this. I don't really need that. I think that's probably good for now. I can always come back later if I want even more mud to build with. I think now, here's that village that we saw last episode. I think I'm going to continue that way past that crazy looking tree up there and see if we can find anything else interesting beyond it. It's becoming nighttime and I found an armadillo. This is the first armadillo I've found. That's really cute. So they're just beyond the mangrove. There's that crazy looking tree right there. So they're just beyond the mangrove if I ever need Scoot for anything. So that's good to know. Looks like there's some more hills over there and then maybe a meadow. I think I'm going to head towards the meadow and see if I can find anything. Can't really tell, but that kind of looks like jungle wood. That would be nice to have. We don't have any jungle wood yet. I'm going to go over there and see if it is. And if it is, I'm going to grab some saplings and some cocoa beans. We got a bow from killing that skeleton. That's really good. Now I don't have to craft one. That's really helpful. I only have 1 arrow at the moment, but that'll be useful at some point. Got a second bow. I'm going to combine those. Just waiting on saplings now. And trying to be safe. Trying not to get killed by skeletons and stuff. Looks like that skeleton's in trouble over there. Get him. He's running. He knows he's in trouble. Dude, that dog is chasing him everywhere. Let's see if I can help. Nice. Good job, buddy. Good job. Ooh, there's bamboo. We're gonna have to go get some bamboo as well. Bamboo's so useful. Okay, let me continue to struggle, I guess, with these jungle trees. They don't want to... I thought, oh, I destroyed a vine. They don't really want to drop saplings. I think I only have one, and I would like, you know, 4 or more of them at the very least. Okay, that's as many jungle as I'm going to cut down. I managed to get 7 saplings. Hopefully, while we're going to get bamboo, maybe we'll see some on the floor, and then we can have a few more, but I'm kind of tired of cutting them down. I think this was like my 10th sapling that I cut down, or tree, I should say, that I cut down. And I'm just having really bad luck getting saplings, I guess. So I think we'll just continue from here. We'll go get this bamboo over here because I definitely want that. I've never gotten the opportunity to build with bamboo yet, so I'd like to get some of that so I can try. There's a panda. I don't think I've ever seen a panda in the actual game. I've seen other people find pandas, but I don't think I've ever found one. Just a cute little guy. Good job. Oh, my goodness, that scared me. I thought he was going to attack me. I was like, did I not see a cub? Ooh. He was wheezing. Let's see, we got a sheep. Anything else good in here? I'm pretty sure I already have watermelon seeds at home, so I'm not going to worry about those. Wow. Be nice to find a jungle temple. Be able to find some loot in one of those. Gotta pay attention for stone, I suppose. I think I'm going to keep heading this direction and see if I can find anything else. There's desert just beyond this jungle. That's really cool. There's some of the new grass types. I'm going to have to get some of those. Oop. It is becoming nighttime. I think I need shears for these, so I'm going to grab shears. Do they stack? No, they're 2 different ones. I think I'm going to... maybe I should take both. And cactus. Woo, we're having a lot of luck. I think the cactus blossoms spawn on cactus once you place them, so I don't need to get too many of them. They might just clog up inventory space. I gotta be careful. There's an azalea and a red desert. What is that, mesa, I think? Sheesh, I don't have enough inventory space for all the good things I'm finding. I do want to get some more of this grass really quick. I'm realizing I'm almost out of a sword as well. I think I can bone meal the grass. Oop. I think I can bone meal the grass. Oop, so I'm not too worried about getting a crazy amount of it, but... There's a witch. And a camel. I saw a camel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The camel. There's a lot of mobs though. Oh my goodness. I saw that baby. Yeesh. Sword, please. Sheesh. I think for the camel, he's way up there on top right there. I think I need more cactus than I have. I only have 3. There's some there. Man, I'm getting beat up though. Oop, a baby. Oof. Oh, that was so weird. That scared the heck out of me. It's starting to become day. Oof. Really need that. Goodness, it's been hectic. Ooh, there's a lush cave. There's a lush cave. I might have to go down there. Oh, goodness. Let's see. My inventory is kind of getting crazy. I'm going to put these in here for now. That in there. Okay. I would love to get some stuff from there. I think I have enough space in the pouches. And there's a mine shaft down here. My goodness. Okay. Oof. Goodness. Found the mine shaft. My goodness. My goodness. I'm going to throw out these. I don't need those. Whew. Yeah, I might grab some of these. Okay, kind of looks like I need to head down if I want more goods. That should tell me I need to come up here. I'll light it up. Oh. Oh my goodness. Whew. Wow. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. Okay, goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, made it out of there safely. The only thing I don't have is spore blossoms. But that requires I kind of go a little further down than I'm willing to go at the moment because I am fighting a lot of mobs. So I think for now, I'm just going to stick with what I got, which was all the stuff in here. I think that's pretty decent, and I can come back or find another one and find some spore blossoms later. I'd like to continue to explore this mine shaft because I didn't finish exploring that yet. And I'm going to probably grab a couple of resources as I go so that I have some stuff to bring home with me. Here's a spawner. take the string. I hear one of the spiders, so I know he's here. Just not sure where yet. I want the string though. He sounds really close. Probably down there somewhere. Oh, yep. Oh. Poisoned. Uh-oh, and there's more as well. There's another spider spawner. I'm doing really good on string though, so I might leave that one alone. I think I have over a stack of string now, so I don't really need any more. And they're just going to keep pouring out of that one. Ooh, can we torch it? There we go. I kind of think I've gone through these entire mines now. I'm not finding any additional branches. So there's the original spawner that I found, and then just slightly over here is the other one, just right underneath this. So there. They're too far apart to make like a double spawner or something with them. But that's still really cool. Let me go down here, I think. Oh, looks like I found another part I haven't been to. Oh, it's just a little one. I'll take this iron, though. I definitely feel like I've done a really good job getting stuff this time. Have a lot of string. Got 14 in here and then a whole stack here. Put that away. I think I'll hold this because there's so much. I'll hold that out for now. Might be good to try to find my way out now. And maybe head home after I see if I can find that camel again. Uh-oh, there's more to explore. I was wrong. I'm not done. Oh. And there's another one. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's a bunch of them. Sheesh. Uh-oh. Let me go make a sword. Okay, hopefully that should prevent it from spawning more spiders. Sheesh. So there's 3 cave spider spawners. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know why I keep collecting the string. I have plenty. Now, the real true question is, can I find my way out of the mine shaft? I made it out. Woo! Oh my goodness. I didn't think I was going to be able to get out of there. That's kind of crazy. And it looks like it's almost nighttime again, which I'm not loving. Because it was really hectic the last time it was night. Over there somewhere was that camel, and I'd still like to find that. I think that would be a decent first mount. There he is. Guess I gotta see if I can tame this camel before nighttime. I don't know. Can I just put the saddle on him? Oh, I can. Oh, okay. I thought I had to tame him. My bad. My bad. Okay, is there anything else worth grabbing? I think this portal here is worth looking at real quick. I'm not going to grab the obsidian from here since it's underwater and it'll take forever to grab. But I will try to grab some other stuff. I'll check that out again in a second. Let me put some of this away. Get my sword out. Well, thank you, sir. Get some air. And I'll see what all that gold armor is. It could be useful. Thorns, Curse of Vanishing, Silk Touch is useful. I'll take the Silk Touch. Whew. Okay. And I gotta try not to get blown up on the way home. Oh, there's phantoms. Oops. Oh my goodness. I haven't slept in a while, my bad. Ooh, it's gonna be hard to get through the jungle on a camel. I did not think this through. Woo, I did not think this through. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of jungle. I guess we're going around the jungle if we can. I'm not losing our new friend. Multiple babies. Oh my goodness. This has been a little bit crazy, but I'm trying to get around this jungle because it's a little bit too dense to bring the camel through. So I'm thinking we're going to come out over here if we can find a safe spot. This might be safe. Oh, here's a village. That's good. Ooh, okay, so we found a village in all of my running away from all of the mobs so the camel wouldn't blow up. There's some donkeys here, which is really cool. I technically have the lead, so I could bring one home. But I think first I'm going to try to loot this village because I don't know if I'll ever be back here again. So I think I'm going to do that. See if we can find anything good, like a blast furnace. And I'm going to grab all these cauldrons as well. I think those are pretty useful. Ooh, a saddle. That's really good, actually. Another saddle. Heck yeah, heck yeah. What is... Did you build your house right underneath this other house? I mean, that's really cool, but... You know, it's a little odd. I will take a loom, actually. And I have no more inventory space. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, lots of books. Let's take those. Do we have space for them? Yes, we do. Let's take these books. And perfectly, there's lava right outside. So I think I'm also going to want to get obsidian here. And then I'll have to do a little bit of inventory management. Oh, this... Yeah, I don't know about that. Don't know about that, guys. Ooh, a pouch. That's really good. Put that in there and that in there. And can we fit those in there? Most of them. And I'll put the rest in there. Some more stuff in there. And you in here. Okay. And more hay. Next, what I want to do is I want to get some obsidian over here, since there's plenty of lava here. I think that would be a really good idea. I'm going to be here for a while. I got 20 pieces of obsidian. I think that should help with making both the enchanting table and another portal. So that's really good. Okay, so I think what I want to do next is I think I want to get one of those donkeys because those are good for riding around and being able to put chests and stuff on them. And I'm having a lot of trouble with stuff, so. Oh, I think I need an open hand, don't I? Yeah. Sir, thank you. We can be friends. I love being friends. Put that on you. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep before we head out because with both of these guys, I don't really want them to get damaged. Yeah, I did loot that. Okay. So I'm going to try to go to sleep really quick. Okay. And now need my lead. Attach that to him. Where did my donkey go? Excuse me, donkey. I feel like I heard him this way. There you are. Okay, now we're heading towards home. We can finally see home. Thank goodness. Honestly, bringing both of these back at the exact same time has been horrible. It's been a very frustrating experience, but I'm glad that I have both of them back here. I did have to ride through the night quite a few times, and that was quite difficult. So, at least we made it. Just a little bit further, and they'll finally be back. And I'll be able to use them for a variety of things whenever I need them. So that'll be really good. I think the camel is mostly just going to be because it's really cute and I really like the camel. But the donkey I could see myself using more for utility, so that's really good. I think I'm going to take these guys one at a time across to make it a little bit easier. Since it's a larger body of water, I believe I can boat with a lead. So we'll bring him over, drop him off, and then I'll go get the camel. Okay, fine then, you. Now we go. I'll have to make a little bit of a temporary area for these two. And I have 2 leads. I did have a wandering trader stop by, so I do have 2 leads. I just need some fence posts, and then they're good to go. You here and you here. There we go. Nice. So let me clean up this absolutely crazy inventory and then we will decide what we're going to do next, okay? After I finished putting everything away, I had a little bit of a look at our book and quill again. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish everything on this list today because that adventure took quite a while. We have the storage done, and I'm thinking maybe I focus on the dock next so that we have somewhere that we can actually end our adventures out here. I'm thinking of probably putting it around here, and I want to make something maybe small and temporary so that these guys aren't just stuck to posts right outside of the front door. So I'm thinking about working on that and maybe a little bit of landscaping as well. So let me get started and see what I can make. Hmm. 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 I thought I would show this build off at night. So here is the dock. It's just a really simple dock, but I think it's pretty nice. I've added a barrel with a fishing pole so I can start fishing. I think that's pretty cool. I'll probably put some boats in the water. I also made a little temporary area for the donkey and the camel because I didn't think they wanted to just be in the middle of the field. I terraformed a little bit and added a little bit of a path. It's not perfect. I'm definitely still learning, but I think it looks decent. I've hidden some torches under some moss carpet, and I might go back in and add some actual moss in areas too, so that it doesn't stick out as much. But I think it's looking pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. I think it's pretty cute and it kind of rounds out the area a little bit more while adding a little bit of light. I think that's all the time that I'm going to have for this episode today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the adventure that we had and all of the building that we did with the dock and the little area for the animals, as well as the storage room down in the basement. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again. Bye!